Morning friends, this is just a nice little wake up morning flow that I thought that I would share with all of you. So if you're new to yoga, it's a really great way just to get into the motions of movement to breath. So what I'm going to get you to do is just take a nice comfortable seat, cross-legged if you can, or whatever feels good for you. And we're just going to close our eyes down, and I want you to start just growing really nice and tall through the spine. So just tipping your hips forward a little bit, just to give you a nice grounding, safe feeling on your mat. And then slowly stacking your vertebrae, one on top of the other. Feeling a little bit of tension through the core, just to hold you upright. Reaching all the way up through the shoulders, and then just taking the shoulders and rolling them back and down, so there's a nice lengthening distance you feel up the sides of your neck, and then all the way through to the crown of your head, so sitting up nice and tall. Just taking your hands and turning your palms face up on your knees into the receiving position. Just going to turn our attention to our breath. So I want you to exhale all the air that you have. Then just take a nice slow inhale through the nose, filling up through the belly, the chest, right up to the top of your shoulders. And then on your exhale, exhaling out through your mouth, and feeling the breath leave the shoulders, the chest, and the belly. Continue in your own time with these really long inhales and lengthening exhales. Just noticing how calm and grounding your body can feel when you take the time to just breathe. While we're here, I want you just to think about one thing that you're grateful for today. Maybe it's being able to make it to the mat, that you know you're looking forward to some breakfast. You're able to move your body or have access to resources that allow you to practice, whatever it is. Just take note of it. Maybe give yourself a little smile at the thought of it. Know that at any time today you can come back to that feeling, or you can use a calming breathing or the thought to get you through whatever arises that causes some sort of trigger with you. Keeping that, blink open the eyes. I want you to reach up to the sky with your right hand, so reaching up nice and tall. And then just reaching up and over towards the left side of your body. So really anchoring down through that right hip. And then reaching up, getting a nice stretch through that side body, that side waist inhale. On the exhale, maybe lengthen a little more. On your next breath in, take your right hand to your left knee. Grow nice and tall, inhale. On the exhale, take a nice big twist towards the back of the room. Inhale, return to center. Still using the right hand, I want you to reach over and grab the left side, very gently left side of the head, taking right ear to right shoulder. And then maybe just gently flossing through the neck. You can choose to keep your eyes open or closed down for this series. Completely up to you. And maybe just working through any sticky or icky points. And then just continuing that breath, that movement. Gently release the right hand, return the head to center. Placing the right hand on the right knee. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling, grow tall, and get down through that left sit bone. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, reach over over towards the right side. Really nice length through that spine, through the side waist. Imagine that you're reaching with the tips of your hands toward the right side, where you're really plugging down with that left hip. Inhale. Your exhale, take your left hand to your right knee, grow tall, we twist, inhale. Maybe on the exhale you twist a little more, even reaching that right arm around the back, taking your gaze towards the back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lift your the left arm high. Take your breath in. And on the exhale, taking the left ear to left shoulder, using that left hand for a little bit of assistance, really gently, a little bit of extra pressure, just stretch through the neck. And then just flossing through the back of the neck, looking down, looking up, working through any points that you've got. Really nice. Return the head to center. Now I want you to just roll over the knees into a nice 4-point kneel position. So bringing the knees directly underneath the hips and the wrists directly underneath the shoulders. I want you to push forward and stretch through the wrists. And then pressing back, a little relief. So keeping the belly switched on, rocking forward, rocking back. One more just like that. And then turning your fingertips to face you. You might start with just one hand. So fingertips to face you, or you can go for both hands and then just taking your heels, your bum towards your heels, stretching through the backs of the wrists. And then really gently turning one hand around and then the other hand around. Staying in that 4-point kneel, I really want you to press through your hands and then roll your shoulders back and down your spine. So really creating a nice strong base. From here, I'm going to get you to tuck your toes and lift your knees 1 or 2 inches off the mat. Building a little bit of heat, so really press down through the mat. Your arms become strong. We're going to hold here for 3, for 2, for 1. Drop the knees down, untuck the toes, dip the belly, look up for a nice cow stretch. Big breath in here. And then your exhale, cat pose, tuck your chin to chest, dome through the upper spine. Pull that belly button in towards the spine, gaze between legs. Inhale, other round, dipping the belly down. Exhale, tuck the chin in, cat pose. Really dome through that upper back, stretch out those back muscles from being asleep. One more round, dip the belly down, look up. And then exhale, last cat. Meet in a neutral spine. Tuck your toes, press through the hands nice and strong, pull the belly button in. Lift the knees and we hover. From here, you can stay here, or you can press forward through those wrists. Wrists get a bit of a workout when we're using our phones, computers a lot. We don't often stretch them out. We're going to move into downward facing dog in 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips towards the sky. Straighten through the backs of the legs. And again, pressing through the hands like we did in our 4-point kneel position. So we're really pressing into the mat. With that, you might find that your chest goes a little, got a lot of hair, goes a little closer towards your thighs. Take a nice big breath in here. And on the exhale, bring your chest a little closer towards your thighs, maybe lengthening down through the backs of the legs. Good. And just walking the dog out, so taking the nice bend in the right knee and then the left knee. Using the breath to move through the muscles as they wake up. Meet in stillness in 3, 2, and 1. So really pressing through all 4 corners of your hands, getting a nice stable base in your feet, so lengthening down through the backs of the legs. I want you to lift your right arm and reach back for your left leg. So that can be at your knee, at your hip, or down towards your ankle. And then you want to open up your chest towards the left side. So pulling that belly button into spine, staying strong. Nice breath in. And the exhale, let something go. So this is where if you're feeling a little bit of heat, a little bit of pressure, you really just want to use that breath, that gratitude thought to push you through. One more breath in. On the exhale, we return to our downward facing dog. Good. Just take a little moment to drink in the good energy, maybe releasing a little bit of tension or any thoughts or emotions that came up for you then. Take a nice breath in. And the exhale, lift the left arm and then threading it through across the body and reaching for your right leg. Now it doesn't matter if you don't get there, you just really want to thread that arm through and open the chest. Big press down through the hands, inhale. Exhale, let something go. Big breath in. Long breath out. One more breath in. Exhale, place the hand forward. Meet in stillness and just check in with the body, see how differently you feel. You might want to walk the feet out, pedal the feet out again. And then on your next breath, take a nice breath in. On your exhale, we're going to meet in child's pose. So taking the knees as wide as the mat, untucking the toes, pressing back, sinking the bum back down towards the heels. And then lowering your chest, maybe your forehead to the ground. If you can't quite get your forehead to the ground and you've got a block or a book, just placing that where your forehead would go. And then you can bring the earth a little closer to you. So again, nice big expansive breaths all the way up through the top of the chest. Then on your exhale, maybe you find that your chest dips a little lower. Bum goes towards the heels, maybe a little more. Take a nice big breath in here. On your exhale, I want you to take your right hand and place it on top of your left hand. So again, stretching through that side waist. So as you reach your right arm forward towards the top left corner of your mat, I want you to sink your right hip down towards the right corner. So feeling a little twist, nice little pull. Using the breath. Maybe on the exhale you can reach a little further forward, really sink into it. Then when you're ready, walk your hands back to center. Take one full round of breath. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Lift your left hand, reach over towards the right top corner of your mat. As you're doing so, you're pulling that left hip down to that left back corner. Really using the breath to expand through the side body, and releasing the tension of a good night's sleep, hopefully. Waking up our bodies for the day ahead. Another full round of breath here, last one. So inhale right up through to the top of your chest, all the way up. And exhale, reach a little more, anchor down a little more. Let something go. Walk your hands into the center. Meet in a nice 4-point kneel. press your hands into the earth, really grip the mat. Then tuck the back toes and press back into your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg, inhale. And on the exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, dome through your upper spine, and really create some space to step that right foot through the hands. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes, reach up, Anjaneyasana. So we're tucking the pelvis forward here, growing tall through the spine, reaching up super, super tall. Inhale, maybe take the gaze towards the ceiling. On the exhale, keeping that hip tucked forward, try and go a little more. You should feel a nice stretch up the left side of the body. Beautiful. On the exhale, take the left hand to the right knee, little twist. Stretch the arm out the back, nice twist through the spine. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist a little more. Spin the arms around, Anjaneyasana. Take the hands, frame that right foot. Press down into your mat, tuck your back toe, lift that back leg, nice. Step the right foot back. Press back into your downward facing dog. Left leg lift, inhale. Knee towards the nose on the exhale. Step the foot through. Drop the back right knee down. Untuck the toes, reach forward. Anjaneyasana, other side. Good. So we're working from the base up. So we're pressing through the front foot, equally pressing down and grounding through the back foot. Stable foundation. Tuck the hips forward, grow tall. Roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Look up, inhale. On the exhale, maybe sink into it a little more. Really stretching, opening up that hip flexor. So nice. Taking the right hand onto the left knee. Twist open towards the left side. Taking that left arm towards the back of the room. And really using opposite hand, opposite knee to give a good twist through the spine. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist a little more. Sweep the left arm forward, right arm meets in the sky. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands down. Tuck the back toes. Step the left foot back and press down into your downward facing dog. Again, remembering your foundations, your hands, your elbows. Checking in at the waist. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, walk your feet towards the top of your mat. Nice little morning stretch. You're starting to feel nice and awake now. And then just a nice ragdoll pose. So what I want you to do is take opposite elbows with your hands and just roll forward and lengthen right down through your spine. So let gravity assist you here. So just rocking from side to side. Really anchoring down through the feet, maybe closing the eyes down. And just checking in with your breath and your breathing. Pull your belly button into your spine to make some space. Inhale. The exhale, we meet in center. Maybe you go a little lower. Untuck the hands, put the hands down in front of you. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale, roll those shoulders away from the ears. And the exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands down, step back into a 4-point kneel. And then untuck the toes, and if you can, just into a nice kneeling position. So if kneeling is a little bit tricky for you and you've got a handy block or a book, you can actually just place it underneath you for a little bit of extra support. We're going to meet in our nice kneeling position. And then once we're here, growing tall again like we did at the start of the class. So tucking that pelvis forward, stacking the vertebrae one on top of the other. Roll the shoulders back and down. This time, taking the hands face up and then placing them on the lower part of your spine. We're just going to come up, rising up off our knees, and then doing a nice little squeeze forward. So again, Tuck that pelvis forward and use the hands just to press the hips forward a little. Maybe letting your chin come off your chest, giving your glutes a little squeeze for stability. Inhale. On the exhale, lower down. So tuck the chin in, lower the bum towards the heels, come all the way down. Tuck the hips under and roll the shoulders back and down. We have 2 more rounds of that. Nice little opening, the back. Place the hands on the base of your spine, tuck your pelvis forward, and then lift up off your bum, tuck your hips forward. Little press, nice support with the hands, then opening up through the chest. Really lean the arms back if you can, making the chest nice and broad. Maybe your gaze towards the ceiling. Taking it to your point of control only. And then tucking the chin in, lowering the hips down. Slowly articulating through that spine. We grow tall. 1 more round. Take a breath in for preparation. Hands come to the lower base of the spine, and on the exhale we rise up. Hips push forward, open up through the chest, through the neck. Return the same way, tucking the chin in towards the chest, lowering all the way down. I want you to shift off to one side and then just coming down into your comfortable seat, whichever one that may be. And then rolling down the eyes, keeping them closed down. Just like we started, we start in a seated position, tucking the hips under, stacking them your vertebrae one on top of the other, and just turning your palms face up. And just checking in with that breath, that movement. Starting at the base of the belly, we inhale. Feeling the chest rise. And as we exhale out, you feel the air escaping out. Starting to feel a little bit more awake, more alive, ready to take on the day. Take a breath in. And exhale it all out. Starting to feel the good vibrations of the work that we've just done. Check in and remember that thing that you were grateful for. Add one thing to the list that you're grateful that you made it to the mat this morning. You were able to have a stretch and wake up your body. Give yourself a little smile, a little appreciation, and nod of gratitude for being able to move your body in such a way. And taking your hands together in prayer position, your thumb tips to your third eye, we bow our head in gratitude and we say namaste. So that was just a nice little good morning flow for you guys. More of a stretch really, just as we get into it. And I'm going to try and keep these videos a little bit short. They won't all be like that, but hey everyone, so that was just a nice little good morning flow for you. I hope you enjoyed. Please stay on your mat for as long as possible if you've got the time. This is just a short little series for IGTV. I'll be popping on some longer videos for you all, some stretching, some mobility, some beginner, some advanced, but just remember that anytime you can make it to the mat is a good time, because yoga isn't, I always say yoga is for everybody, and that's every body type, shape, person. Just because you might not think that you're flexible, all we're doing is making shapes and getting in touch with our breathing, and just trying to calm some of the stuff that's in here, which can get a little bit hectic with the current environment of late. So thanks for checking in. We are going to do continue on with our little series on gratitude for this week, and I will keep you updated and posted with the next full yoga flow, which won't be too far away.